The year is 2011, and we are driving angry.
Oh, there's so much generic rock in this.
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
My name is Brian Lee. To my right is
Christopher Lee.
To my left,
Bran.
very good. The beer we are drinking, I picked solely based on the name Barry White.
Yeah.
From Short Fuse Brewing Company.
I saw that. It went everywhere.
Short Fuse Brewing Company. It's a white pale ale with hints of fruit. You sound like Barry White.
That's what I gotta say.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna fuck this can. What? Oh yeah. So I'll let you.
Ooh.
Oh, that's not Barry White. That's Larry White. Hey,
That's pretty good.
hold on here. Ooh.
Yeah.
So every now and then at work, we play Barry White. So imagine like
Over the store speakers or
over the store,
room?
no, over the store speakers. But like, if you can imagine, like trying to like frame out someone's house, and all of a sudden you hear, "Oh yeah," I'm like, so.
I used to, one of my first jobs out of high school, I worked in a mailroom, and I would drive a van to go pick up supplies at like a warehouse. And my last name is White, and the guy thought my name was Barry. So he's like, "Oh, like the singer?" I'm like,
Nope.
"Yep." I just said for like a year he called me Barry White until I quit the job.
Plot keywords?
Yeah, let's do plot keywords first.
These keywords, these are keywords from IMDB. So, for example, one of them is waitress. So if you click on waitress, it'll tell you every movie that has a
It
waitress
can
in it.
happen to you.
It can
Would be the movie.
also.
But the rest of the plot keywords make this movie sound very scuzzy. First one, female frontal nudity.
Yes.
Lots.
Sex scene.
Yes.
Rear nudity.
Oh yeah.
Topless woman.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, I
It makes
think
it sound way worse than it actually
Yeah,
is.
If this goes the same trend as Zandali, we're gonna get a lot of hits.
seriously.
On this movie.
Yeah. Just put in boobs.
Is that it?
Yes, that was it.
That's not bad.
The plot keywords of the beer. I wasn't sure what you were referring to.
plot keywords.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, that is quite the face you got there.
I was thinking.
Do you recommend this movie?
Yes. Yes, I do. It is ridiculous.
Yes.
It's got some crazy stuff that happens. So yeah, definitely recommend it.
I also recommend this movie. It's yes.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
It's a special kind of
Yeah, definitely.
something.
Yeah.
Yes, I do recommend it.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Yeah, awesome.
Mm-hmm.
His hair is awesome.
Greasy.
And he's got like, at first, at the beginning, I'm like, did he just do his tips? Is what I thought at first, because I didn't really get to see it. Like, did he just like...
Oh, it is kind of, is it blonde?
Yeah, it's blonde.
Yeah.
So I thought he just like did the tips of his hair. I'm like, that would be amazing because it was long too. So like long, but with just the tips done. Pretty great, but now it's all blonde, yeah.
Yeah. Wait, is his name Milton?
Yes. Milton, yes.
It is Milton.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I thought it was awesome.
From Chicago?
Huh?
You guys didn't see his driver's license?
Oh, Illinois. That's
yeah.
right, yeah.
Yeah, he's from
Yeah.
Chicago. Yeah, I'm like, Milton, really?
Yeah, it was great.
But yeah, for the most, like you were saying, lots of ridiculous, like guitar wailing music.
Yeah.
So the budget was 50 million. I won't tell you what the box office is yet, but the budget was 50 million. I feel like they gave whoever was in charge of like the soundtrack like $50.
Yes.
And like, hey, can you guys go over to the guys at like the Discovery Channel? You know, the guy that do like Orange County Choppers. And can you just get their like music library and just play that through the whole thing?
Yeah. It was great though. I loved it.
Yes. We gotta fix this bike. We got 5 hours to finish this. I told my pop, she's out of his mind.
Did you know they're back?
Yes, I saw a commercial.
I just saw it yesterday. On some like news thing.
No, when I went and saw what I see in theaters. When I saw Aquaman in theaters, for some reason they had a commercial for Orange County Choppers or whatever. It's like, they're back. I missed you. Yeah, we're back in action.
I was obsessed when it first came out. Orange County Choppers.
I watched it.
For like 5 seasons, maybe. I didn't miss an episode. I loved it.
Not really related to Orange County Choppers. So I didn't realize. So do you remember like Dirty Jobs?
Yes.
From
Mike Rowe.
Yep. I didn't okay, and now so that was a couple of years ago that show was on. And you know how Discovery Channel nowadays it's like Ice Mountain Road Trucker.
Yeah. We're gonna catch crabs. But not in Alaska.
And it's like Antarctic crab fishermen.
Yes.
So I guess what Discovery did was they looked at what were the most popular shows of dirty jobs and then made those into series.
That's super smart.
So yeah.
Wow.
Interesting.
That is super smart.
Yeah, because I was listening to an interview with Mike Rowe, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I was the host of Dirty Jobs, yada yada," and like Discovery Channel made spinoffs from Dirty Jobs.
Yeah, because Discovery Channel isn't the Discovery Channel of
yesteryear.
Of yore.
Yeah. It's like the TLC.
Oh yeah! My God!
You know when they had what's her face, that little kid.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. What's her name?
With Honey Boo Boo.
Honey Boo Boo.
Was that like the Sketty Butter and Sketty or something? You ever see that?
I try not to think about it.
3 sticks of butter and put in the noodles and eat that.
Yeah, keto, bro.
I can eat all the bullshit. No. Idiots.
Healthy fats.
Yeah. Oh my God. I was at this. This was like a couple months ago, and we were eating breakfast, and this is like this younger couple sitting next to me, and she's like, "Yeah, I got this and this because it has good fats," and like does the air quotes, and I just got so angry. I'm like, I'm eating oatmeal. I'm gonna be okay.
That's what
you're a fucking idiot.
Stand up, you flip the table. It's like you're an asshole. You walk out.
I should have.
Yeah,
let's go back in time.
Let's do it. Let's go find her.
God, fucking. Oh, I hate people.
I knew. Okay, so I remember seeing previews for this and like knowing about this, but I'm like drive angry. It sounds stupid. Didn't know what it was about. I didn't care because it just sounded dumb. So like no. But when I watched it for the podcast, when he shot that guy's hand and it blew up, that's when I knew this was the movie for me.
Yep.
Oh man,
that was awesome. Now I don't know if it's in your movie facts or whatever. Wait, is that what we call it? Movie facts?
Trivia?
Trivia, sure.
Welcome to movie facts.
They are factual things about the movie.
I watched the credits and there's a special thanks to Bill Murray and Puxatawny Phil.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, because remember in Groundhog's Day, he's like, "Oh, don't drive angry now."
Oh, that's right. He says it to the.
So I assume that's where they got the title.
Yeah.
So I assume there's nothing like that in the trivia.
I didn't notice.
Super neat.
Yeah. But yeah, the hand blowing off, that was awesome.
Yeah. But when he shot the guy in the leg and it showed like bones sticking out and stuff, and like he didn't care like if he didn't get the answer, he would like stab the knife right into it.
Yeah.
And they showed it all. I'm just like, this is amazing. And of course, Louisiana again.
Yeah. Quiet. I'm asking. Yes, once again, we're in Louisiana.
Amber Heard's boyfriend in the beginning is like low rent Steve Austin.
I'm just like, I'm like,
that's right.
I'm like, he's not a good man. Stone cold.
You want me to push this girl?
Okay, so when they introduced her, And when she
At the diner?
Yeah, at the diner. When she left, there were so many butt shots of her.
Oh, I mean,
Like no, like she would bend over and stick her butt out. Like
she's fixing the car.
Yeah, fixing a lot of butt shots.
Coincidentally, she's in Aquaman.
Oh, really? I don't know who is
she's
that.
I don't know, the Sea Queen or whatever her name is.
Who is she for reals?
Amber Heard.
That's her real name.
Is that her real name? I didn't know.
That's the actress's name.
I didn't know her
Yeah.
name.
The character name was Piper. I think.
Piper,
Yes,
I think.
Piper,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. I didn't know who that
Not to be
really
confused
was.
with Roddy Piper.
I was confused. They both probably wear skirts.
Kilt. Oh, so many Scotsmen are going to be so angry with you.
Skirts.
Question about that diner scene.
Yeah. Oh.
Is
the grodiest cook in the world?
well, I mean, that too.
That and like their discussion and stuff. What we're talking about.
Okay, so there's a lot of things.
Yeah.
What I was going to talk about was so Piper, Amber Heard, she sees this like family sitting.
Yes.
And like, what did she notice? Because like the mom orders for the child.
Right.
Which like, that's not super
Oh,
weird.
but didn't they want to... But didn't the child say like, oh, I want this? And then the parents say like, oh, we can't afford that? Or was it?
Oh, okay.
Is that what it was?
I think it was something like that.
I didn't catch that. I was just like, all of a sudden she's giving him muffins and milk, and the boss is like, oh, you gave him free. I'm going to touch your vagina now. And
He did actually.
Really? Is that the line?
That's really
He didn't say it out loud, but he did.
Give me that puss. Yeah.
Quick question. What do you guys enjoy warm milk?
Oh, well, actually, no, I take that back. There's a time and a place for it.
Yeah,
not warm, but like room temperature.
A diner is probably not one of those spots where you want warm milk. Okay.
Not at all. No,
Yeah, because she, as she's leaving because of the creepo boss, she goes to that same table with the family and she goes, oh, here's some muffins and some warm milk. And the parents go, we didn't order that. And she goes, it's on the house, and then leaves.
Yeah.
So I just like the idea of like a restaurant employees just like putting spoiled food on the table. Be like, oh, it's on the house. Gotta go.
Here's some shit milk for you.
And then also her coworker.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I put fugly waiter. Was she not pretty?
She was okay. Yeah.
Maybe I'm thinking of a different. Oh, wait. Oh, no, that's later. Okay.
Okay.
No, I don't. It's a guy. It's a guy.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Guy with the long, greasy hair who's like derpy looking.
There's
We'll
quite
get
a
back to
few,
that.
yeah.
No, but her coworker at the diner like goes super hard in the paint with Nick Cage.
That was, I really liked that.
Right?
The scene. I thought it was awesome. Like, I thought it was not awesome, hilarious.
Because he's like,
That's the
hello,
word.
beautiful. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, and I'm like, but not her, what he did when he's just like listening to all this. And he's like, okay, grabs her by the throat, pulls her in, lays a big one on her, and then he's like, I asked for sugar, and then pushes her away.
Yeah.
I thought that was what was funny.
It was
and cool.
very aggressive making out.
Yes, yeah. But she didn't like it at all.
No.
She didn't like it very much.
No.
Yeah.
John Milton. I mean, I have so many notes, so I'm just trying to like condense it down.
Okay, so when Piper's back and she catches her good man boyfriend, Steve Austin, banging some chick, and she knocks the chick out, which is pretty cool. And then they start fighting, whatever.
Piper is a sweet car.
Yes. The
Charger.
69 Charger, yeah. And so they do whatever, and then Nick Cage walks away. He's pretty much done. You think that they're really, know?
So real quick, basically Piper leaves the diner. Her car breaks down.
That's right.
Oh, that's right.
Nicolas Cage literally walks out of the woods.
Yes.
He's
Yes.
like, need help with your car?
Yeah. Because he's the one that did it.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what it was?
Oh, yeah, because he's
They
like,
all allude
easy
to that.
fix. And then he went, boom, did it, and then got in the car.
Oh, because I'm like, was that the easiest car fix in the world?
Because he's like, oh, whose Charger is that? He asked the waitress, oh, it's hers. And he's like, oh, that's so he messed with it. So she starts beating the crap out of Stone Cold. Like she's laying some shots into him, and then he just wails on her.
Yeah.
And so he's pretty much taking her down. Nick Cage sees this, and he goes back, and all I'm thinking, he looks like stone cold, and all I'm thinking is I hear Jim Ross in my head just yelling, "He's dead! He's dead!" That's all I hear.
He's killed.
He's got family. That's all.
He's got a family, damn it.
It's all. Oh man. Oh god.
Try my barbecue sauce.
Does he have barbecue sauce?
Yeah.
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 Oh
it's
my
good.
God. Yeah.
It's got the lid's a little cowboy hat.
Oh, that's adorable.
It is. Yeah. You didn't see?
no.
Yeah.
Why
He's
did you
awesome.
have it?
I can't find it. I haven't really looked.
be on Amazon or
something. You're not looking.
Yeah, Jim Ross. He announces still. For a few things.
I know.
Yeah, he's awesome.
But what was really funny about that scene? So after Piper beats the shit out of the hoe.
Yeah.
The girl that she
she's completely naked.
the random fat guy that just takes
Yes, that was
with the American flag t-shirt. Yeah.
Because I'm just like, I see the guy walking towards it. I'm just like, oh, please do something. Please. And when he did, oh, man. And then, like, it was maybe 10 minutes later?
He's doing it again.
He's just standing there. And Piper takes his phone.
Yeah, just
throws
throws
it.
it.
He's like, oh, man.
But so like when the boyfriend comes too, the one that kind of because like the boyfriend's a big old wiener. It's just, But he's like on the phone with his mom. And I think he lives, Mom, I want my car back.
Yeah,
and I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, and that's when we meet the accountant.
Yes.
I-
No, it's before that. He's like walking. He's like, hey, fat fuck.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I loved him.
What's he from?
I know
he's been in a million things.
Is that Mayhem?
No, that's not Mayhem.
Was it a different guy?
Yeah, it's a different guy.
The car insurance thing?
Yeah. And Mayhem was in he was in Law and Order SVU for like a season or two. Mayhem was.
I've never seen a single. Actually, I haven't seen any of the Law and Orders.
You would love SVU, Special Victims Unit. It's fantastic.
Is that the one with Ice-T?
Yeah. Yes. It's very
like
good.
You got yourself the murder.
And they're all just like, doo-doo, and they all say it after he says that.
Looks like that was the murder.
Yeah, SVU is very good. I would say
Someone order a nice tea.
Lemonade. Remember that commercial? You never saw the commercial? There's two kids selling lemonade and iced tea sitting in a chair there. Everyone's like, iced tea. He's like, no, lemonade.
Yes, I remember.
I love that commercial.
I remember. Yeah, then the accountant, he shows up.
Yeah.
He's looking for Nick Cage.
Yes. Because he escaped from jail.
Who?
Nick Cage.
No, he escaped from hell.
Yeah, I know, but remember he was telling Piper.
For a while he's
Oh yeah, because he. Hold on. My one problem with this whole movie though is like he flips the coin and then it turns into the bag.
Yeah.
I'm like,
it was whatever. I didn't really let it bother me too much.
The coin actually kind of.
if it happened once, I'd be okay with it. I wouldn't mind it.
It happened twice.
Yeah, that's.
But then he
one too many.
He kills a few people with the coin too.
That was fine. Well, he's from hell. He's actually like a demon from hell. I think it's okay that he can actually maybe have powers to do something weird.
And he does some whatever.
I had no problem with that.
Yeah.
I had no problem with it. Because it didn't really affect anything that was cool in the story. It's like, whatever, let him turn to an FBI badge for like 5 seconds in the movie, whatever.
We should also note that the bar that Nick Cage and Piper go to is called Bull by the Balls. No subtlety there. Also no subtlety, their waitress, her name is Candy.
And she plays a major role in this movie.
Yes,
she does. And I love that guy, that actor. At the bar, remember he walks in and Nick Cage he recognizes Nick Cage, but he's like kind of like, you can tell that he's like, why are you here?
So,
you know what I mean? And but you don't know. You don't realize why you're getting this weird vibe until later on when they meet Webster and you could really understand. But yeah,
throughout this movie, every time they meet a new character.
Oh boy.
Every time they meet a new character, it's the same exchange where like the new character goes to Nick Cage, I thought you were dead. Right. And I kept expecting Nick Cage to say, so did I.
Yeah.
Never happened.
No, so it's this scene where Yeah, like Piper's like, oh, you're gonna tap that, and
The candy.
yeah, it's a candy,
Not the old man bartender.
Yes.
Yeah. Which he was in Constantine. You guys ever seen
I've
with
never seen Constantine.
It's not fantastic, but it's not horrible. It's just a
It's really selling
no.
this movie.
I'm not gonna like lie. I'm not gonna be like it was great. You should see it. No,
Yeah.
it's just a decent movie.
That's with Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves, yeah, decent movie. I think it might even be on Netflix. So it's maybe 2 hours or so. I would recommend that movie. Yeah. So yeah.
So Nick Cage goes off with candy, and then Piper's just like, oh, I got my eyes on. Oh, she's like, oh, I'm gonna get a warm shower and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm thinking of. Like, so like the one guy that she decides to go with is like this derpy looking, like long haired.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
She's like, I'm gonna go paint my nails, and it cuts to them, and he's naked painting her toenails.
Right.
And if he does a good job, then they could do the.
Yeah.
Whoa.
But while the derpy guy's painting her nails, you can hear Candy and Nick Cage going at it.
Well, you don't know at first. You just hear the noises.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it cuts
And then it pans over. She's naked. He
Fully clothed.
sunglasses on, smoking a cigar, and drinking a bottle of Jack Daniels.
That is so great.
But then, after that is when, I mean, we don't need to get into all the details, but the accountant, like, he like does like this mind meld thing to like the two highway patrolmen.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, you need to get this guy. He's armed and dangerous.
Yeah.
So all these goons bust into the hotel room, and then they bust into the adjoining room where Nick Cage and Candy are. The most ridiculous sex scene of all time?
Yeah, he's still going to town on her,
Yes.
and he's killing people,
Yeah,
and they're
at the
trying to
same
kill
time.
him while
Yep.
all this is happening.
Yes.
I loved it.
Yes.
Yeah, it was really great.
It was ridiculous.
Yes. Yeah.
Did you say you had sunglasses on?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
So great.
Just making sure.
And she's like freaking out during. Oh man.
Yes.
That's so good.
I think as they're leaving the motel, for a second, like the cops have Nicolas Cage at gunpoint, and it's kind of like, oh no, what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
But then Amber Heard kind of comes out of the shadows and shoots the two cops. But one of the cops gets shot in the head,
Yes.
and he goes, "Ow!" and then falls down. Like, I don't think that's how headshots work, but all right.
Well, it probably hurt.
Yeah, man. But he said like he got like stung by a bee. So it's like, I get some ointment for that.
Okay, it's
And then there's that car chase.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is at this point I was trying to figure out whether they Nick Cage and Amber Heard, I couldn't figure out if they were CG'd into that car or if that was just like the attempt of 3D. Like they had to like cut them out and like separate them because there's a definite like green outline around both of them.
Wow.
So it's just like Nick Cage with the steering wheel and like the car clearly isn't there. So
Right.
I don't know.
I love it.
Is it that car chase scene where Nick Cage like shows like his ridiculous 6-barrel shotgun?
Oh yeah.
Which
God killer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, he stole from hell, so
oh yeah.
well, I don't think the hell's gonna have just like a little, BB
Hot
gun.
smoking teens look 30. What the
Oh yeah.
Are you talking about the teens that are smoking weed?
Yeah.
Okay.
When's that?
So
the two guys, those hot smoking teens.
No, hot smoking teens.
Oh, I thought you said hot. I thought you said hot smoking teens. You're like, those two guys, those hot smoking teens. It's like, ooh,
What am I, a tiger beat?
Scott Baio. I want him in charge of me.
You could put hot
Charles in
smoking
charge.
teens in the.
Oh yeah, keywords. It's during that chase, Nicolas Cage, he kind of rams off the road. The car falls off the bridge.
The accountant's in the car.
The what?
Yes,
the accountant.
yes. That's
Oh, I said the cotton. I'm like,
You know,
the cotton's in the car.
is that a catchphrase? The cotton's in the car.
you haven't heard?
No, the bird is the word.
Yeah, so he kind of gets run off the road, and then it cuts to two kids like smoking pot. Well, they're supposed to be teenagers. They're clearly 30.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They're super old.
Yeah. And then and like
Hey, what's going on?
and they're also like super like from the 90s too, like how
Yeah.
they're dressed.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's like two guys smoking weed underneath a bridge, and then the car crashes on its roof. Like, whoa, do you think he's dead? And
Yeah.
then the door flies off.
open.
And
It just
Right.
hits the dude,
Yeah.
which is
Yes.
awesome. You almost killed me, man. I loved it. He's like, well, I won't be seeing you for 73 years.
Yeah.
You 3 months.
That was kind of funny.
What do you mean? That was
his
good.
his demeanor. I didn't like
accountant?
it. Yeah, the accountant. I
Yeah.
didn't like it at first, but it kind of started to grow on me.
I think I was the same. I was kind of like, this is weird, but then he just had these little quirks and stuff. Yeah, I really like him.
We should. I want to point out the one henchman of the accountant. I think he had the worst wig ever.
Oh,
the Elvis wig? Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's the guy who had. Is he the one who had the big hole?
Leg injury? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
His wig was terrible. Like,
Yeah.
and they only showed him for a little bit. For like a second, I'm like, oh my god, this is terrible. But then they kept showing.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, maybe they should have hid that terrible wig just a little bit more. That's what I thought about that.
And much like Mandy, this is another movie with cults and such.
Yes.
So Nick Cage, he's basically back. Like, I guess his daughter got killed by a cult guy, and that's
No. Yes.
yeah, and that's his daughter's. Is that his daughter's kid?
I think so.
Because they don't really explain, but
No.
they're related. Nick Cage and the kid and the baby are related.
Yes.
Because then the blood will bring hell to earth, whatever.
Something like that.
Yeah. So, that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to go get this, save the baby from this crazy cult guy.
Though when they show the church, or actually when Nicolas Cage and Amber Heard go to the church, the cult church.
Yeah.
Did anyone else notice that like it was a combination of the people weren't singing like in the right key or on time, and like the music was also off. So it's just super like again,
It was a little.
the music department probably had $50. So like, well, we got this track of people singing, this track of music. I guess it works.
But it did work
No.
because it was. I thought it did just because the movie was ridiculous. So I didn't need
No, if they
the
need
music
something
to
creepy,
be.
you just put in.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
it didn't bother me though. That's why I'm just like, it didn't bother me at all.
When was Nick Cage drinking the beer from the skull?
That's the very end.
At the end.
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry.
God.
Sorry. My
He
notes.
does mention it earlier.
Yeah,
in the
he
movie,
does.
though.
He's just
Right.
like, because he's that Webster guy offered him a beer. Webster, the actual kid, Webster was there,
I'm like, he was?
and he's like, one time I'll drink a beer is when I drink it out of Jonah Hill or whatever his skull, right? Not Jonah Hill.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I love the part where the chick Amber Heard is fighting with the chick in the trailer or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
the RV.
Yep.
And the chick is flies out the window and lands on the ground, and she's like shooting out. She's kneeling in the middle of the street, shooting at the RV, and a car just comes and boom, just bashes right into her. And they were on the same team.
Hold on, though. When the girl flies out the back, though, you can totally tell it's a dummy.
Oh yeah, you
yeah.
can totally
Like,
tell.
it's really
Oh,
bad.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
okay. And I don't know if, it probably wasn't intentional. The other thing, so when Nick Cage and Amber Heard, they're making their getaway, and the cops kind of set off. The cops are chasing them from behind, and then they set off the one thing.
Yep.
They set up the barricade.
Oh,
So
yeah.
like the chief is like having like the big pep talk with them. Did anyone else notice how he was saying tires?
Yeah.
He's like, shoot the tires.
Yeah.
And like he said it once, and he's like, remember, get the tires.
Yeah,
I'm like, okay, he can't say that word. Don't make him keep saying it.
well, and that, it's so dumb. But he's like, when I say tars, I mean their heads.
Yeah,
Shoot the tars.
But yeah, then while that's all happening, the accountant stole that
Hydrogen gas.
Yes,
That's
hydrogen.
clearly labeled on the side.
It just says hydrogen gas.
But it's crashing into those cop cars, and the cop cars just start exploding.
Right. And one gets like stuck to the side.
Yes.
Of this. Yeah.
That CG was pretty shitty.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And where especially like when it starts to roll and like Nick Cage goes under it with the car and
Yeah, you could. Yeah, it was
But then
very.
when the accountant gets out, and like he is talking, or he's talking to the two cop guys,
Yeah.
and he rips off the one. This part was super weird for me. So like he rips off the one black guy's shirt,
Yeah.
and he's got like the pentagram thing.
Yeah.
And he said, the one black guy, he goes, seems like you're serving two masters. And I'm like, wait a minute here.
Well, I love how the head captain guy all of a sudden like just like okay he didn't believe the FBI badge. He's like no, and then 2 seconds later, okay, whatever you say.
Yeah.
It was just like okay, I guess you didn't really know what to do here. But still, I still liked it.
Yeah.
So I kind of thought this was almost it wasn't a car movie. I wouldn't call this a car movie, but
it just had,
it had a lot of it had a lot of
super
good
into
cars.
hydrogen trucks.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it had the Chevelle, the Charger. What was the one next to the Chevelle? I don't know if they said what was next to it. I
It
couldn't.
might have just been a Camaro.
Okay. But yeah, so it had some like good cars in it. So you could you can't call it a car movie, but if people like cars, it's like, this is, you like it. Yeah. Oh, so at this part, when they cut to the part where the head cult guy, Jonah, whatever. Yeah, is that his name? Okay.
Jonah King?
Yeah. Yeah. Who you have written?
I have Zorro guy.
Jonah King.
I wish it was Zorro guy.
Zorro guy, yeah. I think it was when he was maybe calling the cops on Nick Cage. You know, was he wearing a velvet like smoking jacket or something at that time?
I don't know.
It was it looked like a red or purple like velvet jacket.
Sounds comfy.
Yeah, I'm just like, man, he is living the life. It was awesome.
Yep. I don't know. I don't have too many more notes.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, yeah. So when Nick Cage wins. Yeah. And there's like that Jonah's skull.
Yeah.
Like that, like the top half. I'm just like, he better drink a beer out of that.
Yes.
I'm thinking, and then like a few minutes later, he
does.
I was so happy. Like that, like was the last nail for me where I'm just like, this is a great movie. I'm recommending this.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when he starts driving back to hell, the song that
Yes. This was the cherry on top.
Yes. So this song, I'm Still Alive, I think it's called something like that.
Yep.
I was listening to it. I'm like, this sounds like a fucking Meatloaf song.
Yep.
But did you guys look into it anymore?
I saw it wasn't Meatloaf in the ending credits,
But it is a Meatloaf
It's a Meatloaf song. Yeah. I Googled it. Yeah.
So why didn't they just do the Meatloaf version?
I don't know.
couldn't have $50 doesn't go very far.
So it's a Meatloaf, and it's off of Bad Out of Hell 3.
Oh, yeah.
And so it's some knockoff Meatloaf singing it.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, that's weird. But then after that, during the credits, do you recognize who, or did you see who sing that end credits thing?
Weston Cage?
Yes. I'm like, oh, this sounds like a low grade Marilyn Manson. Weston Cage, his kid.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Oh boy.
That's all I got.
Yeah. This is really good. I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
I went into this with no expectations. I was like, oh, great, here we go. And it just delivered completely. I was so happy.
It's I said in one of the other episodes, but yeah, it was watching Vampires Kiss and then shortly after watching this movie where I was like, oh, I need to watch all of his movies because these two movies are insane.
I could see that. Yeah. Oh man.
Budget for this movie was 50 million. Box office. How do you think it did?
I don't think it did good.
I don't think it did
well. I don't think it did well.
I don't think it did gooder.
I'll say I'm gonna say 50. I'm gonna say it broke even.
I'll say 75. Just a little bit.
29 million.
Wow. And you know what stinks? It's a good movie.
Well,
for people that like this type of movie, I guess you'd say that.
We totally forgot to mention that this was a 3D movie.
it was.
What?
Oh, that makes it funny. Yeah. Why do you think so many people are aiming guns at the screen?
I thought they were just like, hey.
Yeah.
The first time I watched it, I was like, why is so many things coming at the screen? This is so weird. I was like, oh, it's a 3D movie.
No, I just thought they were just like trying to be
we didn't have like the 3D version, obviously.
right.
But yeah, it's a 3D movie.
Oh, wow. Had no clue.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's like why shit keeps on flying at the screen.
Yeah, 'cause I'm just like, man, that's weird. Nice.
Okay. So it was a 3D movie. I was gonna ask if you would want to watch it again in 3D, but
Yes.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that changes everything.
It really does.
It doesn't change everything. I don't know why I said that.
Yeah, and actually, so let's go into trivia. Nicolas Cage wanted to get involved in this project because he was interested in working with native 3D technology for the first time. Because I think, because 2011, when did Avatar come out?
Was it 2009? 10?
Yeah, I feel like it's 2010 or maybe a little bit later.
Yeah.
But I feel like this was like right in the midst of like the 3D craze.
Yeah. I could see
2009.
You're right.
Look at me.
Yes, I will.
Useful knowledge. Well, not very useful at all, actually.
Nicolas Cage said that one of the reasons he took on the part was the sequence where Jonah King shoots Milton's eyes out.
That was, I like that. That was neato.
There had been a similar sequence for Cage's character in the film Season of the Witch. But it was cut so that the film would keep its desired PG-13.
That's why I hate Season of the Witch.
There you go. Maybe if it was an R, it would have been much better.
Probably not, but yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Cage loved the notion of it being part of a crazy film that was aiming for a hard R rating.
Yeah. I'm a pirate.
Yes.
Hard R's. Nicolas Cage originally wanted to shave his head and sport a full tattoo on his cranium.
That would have been great.
He was talked out of this.
That's too bad. That would have been fantastic.
One of the aspects that attracted Amber Heard to the film was that virtually all of her character's dialogue involved swearing.
That's weird.
Yeah. And one of Axl Rose's favorite movies.
Huh.
That
Shana,
makes me-
nana, knees.
That makes me like it less. When you're
Welcome to the jungle.
We got frozen cakes.
I don't like cake.
He's fat.
That's true.
So I assume still recommend.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Has your top 3 changed?
It has.
Oh, don't hurt yourself.
Got stuck there. Mandy, Drive Angry,
Wow.
Valley Girl.
Oh, Valley Girl still in it.
Are you okay? Like, do we need to talk about something?
Because you watch Mandy, you're like, oh God. You watch this, you're like, whoa. And then Valley Girl's like it's like the after dinner mint.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep. I do like this. I don't know if it cracks my top 3 though.
Yeah.
What is it good for? Because Mandy still won. Wicker Man's still awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I would put this above a Wicker Man.
You didn't like Wicker Man.
Exactly.
I mean, I guess it could be a tie because it was a tie between Lord of War and Con Air. So I guess I could maybe do Drive Angry Con Air.
Well, would you put this ahead of Lord of War.
That's what I'm trying to think
or
of.
Kind of like so Lord of War and this together, and then Kindness
you know
together.
what?
You know,
Yeah. So it's gonna be
Say again.
So it'll be
What's the top three?
Mandy, Wicker Man. I really need to have a decisive third.
yeah.
But I just like fuck. You know what? So fuck
Well,
it.
what are the options for 3?
So for 3 right now, it's Drive Angry, Con Air, Lord of War.
Okay. So Sunday, you don't have work. You're still in your pajamas. All 3 are playing on TV at the same time. Which one would you watch?
Fuck.
If you have to convince Natalie to watch a Nick Cage movie,
Oh God.
which one are you picking?
Con Air.
Okay.
Yeah, that's.
So I know she would hate Drive Angry.
Why is that? It's an awesome movie.
I think, I think
I would like
Yeah, I, was like, I think you need an appreciation.
Yeah.
You know, you need for these types of
Yeah.
Like would
So,
you put on
I mean,
Evil Dead? Like, would she enjoy Evil Dead?
Yes.
Did
The-
you
the
not enjoy
remake or the
it?
original?
Yes.
I never saw the remake.
It's not bad.
I've heard
I
good
never
things.
say I never saw the
It's
remake.
not bad
I've
at
seen
all.
the first Evil Dead, the second Evil Dead, which is the goofy
Here's
one.
the thing, though. I almost feel like they shouldn't have called it Evil Dead.
The second,
The remake.
the remake. I can say I haven't seen it, but I can understand where you're coming from.
It's still
with
a
it.
great movie.
Yeah. I really should watch it.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, it just Drive Angry barely gets into my third spot.
Oh, nice.
It's still awesome though.
Yeah.
It's a good movie, not awesome. It's still a good movie.
Vampire's Kiss, Mandy. Yeah, the question is, would I rather watch Drive Angry or Bad Lieutenant?
Ooh, two very different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
I don't know. That's really hard.
Oh man.
I'll still stick with Bad Lieutenant for now.
Okay.
Mm.
But it sounds like it's like all in our fourth. Well, it's in your top three.
It's my
absolutely.
definitely top
Okay,
5. Yeah, my
absolutely.
top 3. Yeah,
I agree. Rating on the beer. Very
good.
White.
I enjoyed it.
I was
very
pleasantly
much.
surprised.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
got just a little bit of sweetness at the end of it.
Yeah.
It's not nothing crazy overpowering. I'd probably give it a 3.5.
I agree.
Yeah.
Maybe like 3 or 3.25.
I need to go to Short Fuse. It's in Schiller Park,
Mhm.
Illinois.
It is?
Yeah.
Huh. Weird. I didn't even know.
They have. Yes, they have some.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
I
saying
just-
complete
I-
sentences
I
right
just-
now.
Yes.
Did it?
Yeah. Stuff. I just like gummy bears.
I think that's. Oh, does anyone have the next movie?
the next movies.
might
I think
be-
Nick Cage is in it. Yeah, you like that? I'm hilarious.
Listen, we do need to. I'm sorry.
It might be Trespass.
So I did get another because we talked about it amongst the three of us that by August we will be out of movies.
Yeah.
I did get another vote from a coworker of us doing the canon films,
Oh.
which
Yeah.
I fully support.
Yeah.
Ugh. Next movies are Trespass and Seeking Justice.
Oh, that's
Oh
for
my
you.
god, we got another Ghost Rider movie coming up.
Oh, yeah.
Was it Spirit of Vengeance?
Yeah. Yep.
Yes,
Great.
man. Pay the Ghost. What the fuck?
Yeah, there's some real terrible ones coming up.
Great.
Well, doesn't he do like a ton? Like in like a short span
Yeah.
of time?
Yeah, I think we're getting into the period of time where he's doing like 4 movies in a year.
What's the 9/11 donkey one?
Donkey.
Let's see the titles.
Army of One. Is that it?
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, I can't wait for that one. That one's a while ago though. But yeah, so that will do it for that time. This time,
And that time.
And the other time.
and then next time.
We hit everything, right?
Yeah, that's everything.
Yeah. All right, cool.
Yeah, we rated the beer.
Yeah.
I do have to pee because I didn't pee between episodes.
I do too, just because I drink a lot of things. Okay, bye. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I guess. We know you ladies love us. So follow us, iTunes, Stitcher, Podcast Addict. Watch us on YouTube. Hit that like button. Hit that notification bell. Just watch us. You know you'll love it.